Buy American Express, the official card of the NBA.
So Ben Simmons going to work for the Philadelphia 76ers. No place to go, but he makes the finish with that right hand, Rex Chapman. That's what you say he's strongest with as far as finishing at the basket. Chris Miles, Sekou Smith, Rex Chapman here. So again, Ben Simmons, you like the fact that, sure, he's left-handed, but he finishes around the basket with that right.
Ben.
He's still singing that song.
Didn't we discuss this earlier? That song came out 20 years before Ben Simmons was born.
This young man's fun to watch. I mean, he does. He plays, to me, he plays more like a right-handed player. He finishes things around the basket with his right. He shoots his jumper lefty, but he does so much with both hands. And, man, this team is fun to watch right now. And he's got it going. He gets it to guys where they can do something with it. And, look, his scoring's getting better.
His ability to finish around the basket, finish over people. But he's not the only member of the Philadelphia 76ers that had a good first half. There it is, the man of the hour. Simmons warming up and then working inside. You just saw it. We'll see it again.
Pulley ball.
Drawing a foul. This is nasty, Rex. Right here. This cut on the arm.
Yeah,
that
little thing, whatever that thing is, it's got like ammonia in it or something, and it burns like nobody's business.
I was wondering why he was flexing like that.
Apparently that doesn't affect his ability to make a bucket. Dennis Smith, also a bucket getterer. Woo! A lot of defense there.
Yeah. Showed it here, moved it 2 other places before he laid it in.
And there's Markelle Fultz missing, but staying with it.
Cat-like quickness.
The stick-to-itiveness.
Attention.
Paying off. Ben Simmons, a guy we have to mention a lot because he does things like this.
Ooh, what a
His
find.
eyes are, he just has like 15 eyes.
He just turned around and found a guy in stride.
Because he knew he was there.
Yes.
You see how you got to run the floor?
Run with him.
Because you don't know when it's coming.
This play, though, I think Ben Simmons at his best. You got to remember, he's built like a power forward.
Oh, my goodness.
Power, authority, finishing at the rim.
He did that on a guy who played 4 years of college, too. I mean, he's just a freak of nature. Is that okay?
I think that's right.
We're becoming accustomed to this. 10 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, working towards another triple-double. And it's like, just another day at the office.
He's got his hands on the basketball so much of the time. If he wasn't putting up these kinds of numbers, I'd be concerned because he's that talented, he's that skilled. For him to dominate the ball the way he does for this Philadelphia team, and it's a good thing, is he's dominating and distributing and making other guys better. I was watching the way they run the floor when he gets going.
Oh.
If you're one of his teammates, you want him flying up and down that floor because you're going to get easy shots and great opportunities to score yourself. And to me, that in turn makes you play a lot harder on the other end and just go a lot harder as a group. You see the way they cut, set screens on offense? All of that is predicated on a point guard that's setting the table for everybody else.
If you're a Sixers fan right now and Embiid went out 2 weeks ago, you want Ben Simmons doing exactly what he's stepping up. You don't know if he can do this or not, but he's done it. He's getting triple doubles, and he's the man on that team when Joel's gone out. Just wait till Joel gets back. This is only going to help them.
We know the pieces that fit together with Ben Simmons. You want shooters, Saric, Bellinelli, Redick, but more recently we're seeing Simmons and Fultz play a little bit of time together. Before they were staggering the minutes. Fultz would come in, Simmons would sit. But we're seeing them on the court together. How do you see that developing, Rex?
Well, I think they can't have them on the floor for too much amount of time right now because neither of those guys can shoot the basketball. And that's the main thing. You can throw them out there for a few minutes and let them take turns running the one, the other one running the 2 or the 3. But right now, putting them on the court for a steady diet of 20 minutes is going to be tough given that neither one of them can make perimeter jump shots.
That last play we just saw, what did you like most about what happened there with Markelle? And he missed the layup, right, on the fast break, but was able to get back on defense quickly.
What I like is his natural instinct, even though he was the #1 pick in the draft, his natural instinct is I'm still trying to show you why I'm here. I'm still trying to prove to people I belong here. When you play with that kind of grind, even as a #1 pick, it sticks out more. But when that's your modus operandi, that's how you play when you hit a gym, that's ideal. And I think we should stop overlooking a couple other guys who have been really, really good for this team.
Yep.
Richaun Holmes in Covington,
yes,
who has been really good in terms of just being solid role players, doing exactly what's asked of you. And Covington has really been one of the glue guys in this lineup. You think about who's been there all season long, no matter who else is out there, no matter what somebody else is doing, scoring or whatever, he's going to go out there and give you exactly what you need out of his spot time and time again without any fanfare whatsoever.
This not the only game starting early.
I don't want to die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story was